Hi, Aries. Welcome to your astro guidance for this coming. We're going to be looking at what is the effect of Saturn in your chart. This is based on sidereal placement, Vedic. It's going to be based on the moon sign and the ascendant sign. If you are not familiar with sidereal Vedic astrology, it would be different placement from your Western. So if you want to get your chart and a 2023 prediction, it's going to be in the description box below. And I would also be inviting you for your astro guidance workshop, which is gonna be through Zoom and live, and you're gonna be able to ask me questions on your own chart. Okay, just in case you guys want to attend a short course on interpreting your own chart. Okay, so everything is gonna be down there. Without further ado, let's see what's going on for my computer is here, guys. Aries, ascendant, and moon sign. Now, let's identify first who Saturn is and why Saturn is very important. Now, Saturn is the karka for hard work. Okay, so this is the part where we put a lot of energy and effort through time we may get results. Okay, Saturn guarantees results, but you have to put in the work. Now, Saturn in your chart rules your 11th house. And in your chart, since it's 11th house, which is a Kama house, which is where dreams, desires, networks, 11th house can manifest, then this is the time where if you're a hardworking individual for the past 2.5 years in sidereal Capricorn, when Saturn is in Capricorn, then you will see that your money comes in. I just did a one-on-one consultation previous week, and the person is Aries ascendant. And then, lo and behold, the person claims that they have never seen more money ever in their life. And I was so happy for the person. Okay. Yeah, you can also do a consultation with me. One-on-one if you guys want that. I'll put it in the description box below. And the person, okay, let me just explain. The person was in their late time and work hard, Aries, just like you have a 10,000 Capricorn, Sun and Venus is in Capricorn right now, so you're very focused on your work. But the person claims that this is the best thing that they ever had in their life because money is just flowing. But the past 2.5 years was horrendous. It was a trying time. It was one of those times that they don't know if they can make it. And then out of nowhere, here it is. What their hard work is, they got good environment for their work. They got stability in their career. Okay, because Saturn is in the 10th house before 2.5 years before, because right now it has moved 0 degrees by the time I'm talking about Saturn in January 17. So this is the time where, again, if you have worked hard, Aries, you will see it in your finances. Okay. Now, one thing that Saturn aspects really, really strong, okay, would be 7th from where it's sitting, which means anything from the 7th house where where Saturn is. So from Aquarius, okay, you're gonna count Aquarius, right? Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. So Saturn in Aquarius will look into the 7th house, which is Leo. And for you, Leo would be your 5th house. Since it's aspecting, think of it like a neighbor. I would explain this, multiple times anyway. Think of a neighbor, right? So my neighbor out there in the studio will look into me, right? This house, you're gonna look. This is drishti, we call it. So imagine that's Saturn. I hope that's not Saturn though. Okay. I hope my neighbor is not Saturn, but I'm friends with Saturn. Okay. So if that neighbor looks at this house, my house, right? It's very strong. It gives an energy towards this house that I'm sitting. So that's the 1st house. This is the 7th house. So now, what is happening in your 1-7, but this is fifth house for you for Aries ascendant or moon sign. It's giving you can be like you may feel a little restless here, okay? Because wherever Saturn looks, it has this energy where not that it destroys that house, but since it is hard work, you will work harder in your romantic connection. You will work harder on finding happiness, peace, because that's a fifth house. You will work harder on your kids if you have kids, because that's a fifth house. If you have a business or starting a business, it may take time. Because what Saturn is doing, it's giving you the work now. It's like, okay, Aries, I'm gonna give you the money, but you have to work hard for this. I'm gonna give you the kids, because fifth house, But you have to have some dasha, antardasha. I forgot to disclose that. Your dasha, antardasha at makarka, arudha lagna, ashtak varga, D9, okay, has to be considered. I forgot to mention that. All those has to be considered before, of course, like, oh, I experiencing hardship in the kids, this and that, okay? So, because those will all matter before what I'm talking about. Do you know your dasha? If you're running a Saturn dasha, guaranteed success in money. If you're running an antardasha of Saturn, guaranteed again, because Saturn rules this. Now, you will meet a lot of friends. You'll meet a lot of network. You'll meet a lot of... Your network is your net worth, okay? In the 11th house. Your friends will be an instrument for you. You may have some sort of issues with them, but that issue brings you, okay, rewards. Excuse me. If you're in a Sun dasha, Sun rules the 5th house, and Sun, Saturn, antardasha, then there will be some... can be issues with your kids, or if you're starting a business, okay? Now, from what I'm seeing here, during this time, there's going to be also a transformation on how you look at yourself, okay? Because Saturn will also aspect your first house, so we need to focus on the body, the health. It's interesting because now I'm doing this at 7 minutes. Okay, no. I just connect with 7 also. So, going back to Saturn, hard work, right? Saturn rules what we would be putting more focus, more time in our life, because Saturn is the slowest planet. So, as a slow planet, we kind of stay there long, 2.5 years, like Moon. That's why Moon is just like, well, today I'm there, 2.5 days I'm there, But Saturn here in the 11th house, it shows like there's going to be a lot of work needed, okay? Because you will keep yourself busy here in the 11th house, meeting people, talking to people, not travel. This is not travel, but there are things that you probably will manage your finances, which is good because Saturn is control. But remember, during this time, this is when a lot of people would say where it's lonely in the top. But I say it's exclusive in the top. You get where you're at because you have worked hard for it. The 5th house for you, which what Saturn is looking at, you will take a back seat on your dating life, okay? This is not the time where you are going to be given an opportunity, depending on your dasha again. If you are going through a Venus dasha, then you will get married. Venus antardasha, then relationship is going to be there, okay? But just Saturn alone will delay any kind of romance. Because it's asking you to focus on yourself. 3rd house, first Saturn aspects the you, okay? Yourself. I'm not going to look at... But it's also going to aspect, of course, 10th from Saturn, which is business dealings, which is agreements, which is transaction. These are things. But this is preliminary. We're just getting into this. Okay, it's 2.5 years period. Okay, and it's gonna go from 0 degrees, of course, and then it's gonna go more and more to the different nakshatra. Right now, it is in the nakshatra of Dhanishta. Ooh, we love Dhanishta. Dhanishta is you offer money, donation, Dhanishta. Okay? But if you donate, Okay, this is one of the remedies also. If you give money away, then money comes back to you. If you give love away, then love comes back to you. That's why if you give hate, right, then hate comes back to you. Plain and simple. Okay, so life is just like a yo-yo, or like that ball, like that. So think of it like, if you are gonna be an instrument to your friends as someone that helps, then your friends will help you, right? Because what it's gonna do is just like, I got you. Okay. So that's gonna be very, very good. I'm not even looking, Aries, at your Rahu and K2. Okay. The North Node and the South Node, that's for a different day. We're just really focusing on this. This is the time where cool, calm, collected. Okay. That's what I would be advising for the Saturn as it enters Aquarius. This is just a moment. We cannot see everything right now in this short amount of time. So slow and steady. Slow and steady. As Saturn comes in to your 11th house. Now, we have a lot of things that we will be discussing, okay, in the future. Because this is going to be this is basically like part 01, okay, of how planets, okay, will affect us. Because I'm going to be continuing with all the other astrology that I do. Because I had some delays before, and also Saturn is delayed, but Saturn also guarantees what you have been working hard for. So now we're back into astrology. So I do invite you to attend the workshop, the Astro Guidance. It's gonna be down there. You will see there, Astro Guidance. And if you don't know your placement, and if you want to get your prediction for 2023, which I highly, highly recommend, and then join the workshop. And that's gonna be divided into different days. It's Zoom, but you can also get a recorded file just in case you are not unable to attend. Now, I'm going to leave you with this for now, and expect more astrology content. And if you guys love me, if you guys love to discuss other things, or you want me to discuss other things, let me know in the comments, and then we'll be able to do some follow-ups. I'll see you guys.